Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wardog TV. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of 2025 Wardog Football, live from Oologah, Oklahoma, as the Wardogs take on the Mustangs. I'm Jim Paxton, along with Jack Hudspeth, and we're excited to bring you tonight's broadcast of Wardog Live Football and Wardog TV. Wardog TV is the official home of all live Miami Wardog sports, performances, and special event broadcasts. Our goal is to create an environment for students to gain real-world experience in production and content creation. As a result, we will provide high-quality broadcast and video content to Wardogs around the world. So it is time for district play here in Oklahoma, Jack. And so right from now on, everything counts. Everything counts. Wardogs have come onto the field tonight. Wardogs wearing the black pants, white shirts, and the blue helmet. Oologah on the far side wearing the white pants with the blue jerseys and the gold helmets. We're fighting the sun right now. In about a couple of minutes, the sun will be down, and we'll be able to have a much better view here. We want to thank our student production team tonight: Kiara Richards, Ella Shelton, Sage Trussler, and Kaylin Lewis. Thank them for being with us tonight, as they are every Friday night, and doing all the technical work to bring you this special broadcast. Also, we want to thank representative for the Miami IT department, Mr. Ronnie Harner. Ronnie's here with us in the booth tonight in the stands, and a special thanks to Miami Public Schools Director of Communications, Mr. David Frazier, who is executive producer of all Wardog TV events. So, Jack, we are underway. It is time. The ball is teed up. We're a few minutes late coming on the air. Both Miami and Oologah coming into the night with a 1-2 record, but those records don't matter at all. It's all what matters in district play, and we are ready for action here at Oologah. Back for the Wardogs, number 3, Byron Harrison, and he's going to come and field this about the 10. Breaking up to his left, still on his feet. He's going to fire it up to about the 20-yard line, about the 19. And offense will take over there at that time. Like we said, Miami and Oologah, both for everybody across Oklahoma. This is week 1 of the district season. So everything counts from here on out as we start to prepare to see who will work their way toward the playoffs. Aiden Connell will come out and start for the Wardogs at quarterback tonight. Wardogs have been playing 2 quarterbacks throughout this season. Aiden Connell and Blaze Riley both have been sharing duties. Connell's going to come out first. Stacked behind him is number 5, Donnie Garfield. Hand the ball to Garfield over the left side, and he's going to hit in the backfield. Going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Going to bring up a second down and 10 for the Wardogs. All right, second down and 10 for the Wardogs. And the ball up inside to Garfield. He's going to fire it up to about the 20. He's going to gain about 1. Not a lot of running room up inside so far. Going to bring up third down and 9 for the Wardogs. Henry and Harrison checking back in for the Wardogs. Fairman and Lawson checking out. Third down and long for the Wardogs. Just underway here at Oologah. Harrison split left. Cook and Henry split to the right. Garfield in the backfield with Connell. Connell gets it, rolls to his right. Under pressure, he's going to throw it. And can't bring it in. Intended to Kendrick Cook out on the left, on the right flat. And able to get a hand on it, but not able to bring it in. So the Wardogs will go 3 and out on their first possession. Oologah should probably get pretty good field position right here. Back for the Mustangs, number 1, Aiden Gaines, and number 2, Uriah Hooks. Wardogs are going to fake it, and they are going to be brought down. I'm not sure if that was a call fake or not. They snapped the ball to Fairham, and he tried to go around the right side, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and the Mustangs will take over. First down and 10 inside the red zone. already knocking on the door as they'll take over 1st and 10 at the Wardog 15-yard line. So Wardog defense already with their back against the wall. All right, hand the ball over the left side. That's number 32. That is Tucker Rogers. And he's going to go over the left side for about 1, down to about the 14. Going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Both teams want to try to establish a running game. Jack is a quarterback, number 16. Brock Lustig. Listed as a freshman. He's going to throw it out to the right flat, and it's caught, and he's still fighting through. Wardog's still trying to get him down, and
forced out of bounds by Fairman.
Eddie behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to fight up to about the 9-yard line. So Wardog kind of had him boxed in there. He was able to escape. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs. Ball just inside the Wardog 10. Trying to draw the Wardogs off sides. Rusty gets the ball. It's rolling to his left. He's going to throw it out of the back of the end zone. It's out the back, though. Nice catch right there. That's Gaines. He's the good receiver, but he's going to catch it beyond the back of the end zone. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4 for the Mustangs. We'll see if they're going to try to put 3 on the board, or if they're going to go for it here. And it looks like they're going to send a kicking unit in. So, Jack, right here, if the Wardogs are able to force a attempted field goal, that's really a victory for the Wardog defense.
Yeah, they had amazing field position.
Yeah, turned the ball. Wardogs went for it on 4th and 9, ball at their own 21-yard line, and came up short on the fake punt try. Mustangs took over at the 15. We're not able to find the end zone. They're lining up for the field goal now. There's the snap, the kick, and it is going to be no good. It is a low-line drive, and the Wardogs dodge a bullet right there. So you'll have to say break number 1 of the night goes in the Wardogs' way as they will take over now. 1st and 10, ball at their own 20-yard line. Starting for the offensive line for Miami, the left tackle, Josiah Barley. Center is 53, Blake Frazier. Right tackle is 68, Zayden Clark. All right, going to hand the ball up inside. That is going to be Garfield. Going to go to the left side. Going to pick up about 4. We'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Good job by Garfield waiting for the hole to open up.
Right guard is Carter Santer. Left guard is, and then we'll give you the right guard here. This tight end right down for the Wardogs, number 25, Bryce Barnes. Hayden Connell in the backfield. Connell's going to keep it, and he's going to fire it out to the 29, and he fumbles the ball. It's going to be picked up, and that's going to be a scoop and score for the Mustangs. Wardogs continue to shoot themselves in the foot. Connell had a pretty good gain right there. It was almost a 1st down, and the ball popped out. And Aiden Gaines, defensive back, scooped it up and takes it 30 yards for the scoop and score. And so the Mustangs do get on the board first. Kind of a low snap. Holder gets it down. The kick is up and good. So 8:58 left in the first quarter. Mustangs lead this one 7-0. Can't fault Hayden Connell right there. He's just trying to fight for extra yardage, and he about had the 1st down. Ball pops out, and unfortunately Gaines scooped it and went 30 yards for the touchdown for the Mustangs. And like I said, unfortunately, those are the type of things Wardogs have seemed to kind of be battling all year, just kind of self-destructing at times and shooting themselves in the foot. The Wardogs, almost ironic right there, Jack. They give the ball to the Mustangs 1st and 10 at their own, at the Wardog 15 and hold them out, only to have the Mustangs pick up a fumble and run it 30 yards in for the touchdown. All right, so Wardogs down here 7-0. Harrison and Cook deep for Miami. The last one went to Harrison, landed about the 10. Harrison and Cook standing about the 5 right now.
Ben Hogue lining up for the kickoff.
All right, and it's going to come down about the 20. It's going to be taken by Garfield. Oh, he lowers his head and rams through a guy. He gets up to about the 26, 27-yard line, and the Wardogs will take over there, 1st and 10. We'll see who comes out to quarterback for the Wardogs on this possession. It's not going to be Connell again. Nope, it's going to be Riley. The Wardogs are going to continue to rotate their quarterbacks about every 2 series. Connell seems to be the quarterback they want to go to if they want to throw it a little bit more. Riley maybe when they want to run it a little bit more. Wardogs come out, 3 receivers to the left. Bryce Barnes tight end to the right. And the ball up inside, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Little or no gain. That was Garfield on the carry. That was one of the middle linebackers coming up. Came up untouched for the Mustangs. I believe that was number 5, Reed Barron, a senior. 2nd down and 9 for Miami. All right, Riley gets it. Drops back. Still looking. He's going to run. And he is still on his feet, and he's going to get a 1st down, I believe, for the Wardogs. So they're going to mark him. Man, they're going to mark him short. What a horrible spot right there by the official on this sideline. Man alive. Like he was almost all the way up to the 40. They're going to put him all the way back to the 37. So it's not a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for Miami. 7:45 left in the 1st quarter. Wardogs down 7-0. This is where the Wardogs have struggled at times this year. Been able to pick up just a necessary yard. He's going to give it to Riley. He's going to get the 1st down. He's going to go over the left side, out over the 40 to the 41. So good 1st down right there, Jack, for the Wardogs. They needed that.
Yes, they did.
So the Wardogs already on their 3rd possession of the evening. All right. Garfield in the backfield with Riley. Riley gets it, drops back. He's going to throw it deep. He's got Harrison. Harrison drops it. Hit him right in the hands. That's a pretty good throw by Riley right there. Harrison had him beat, and it's not able to bring it in. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball is at their own 41. Riley keeps it over the left side. He's going to get about a yard or 2. Not a lot of running room right in there. Give him a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9 as Riley gets up to about the 42-yard line. Just the little things right there that's been hurting the Wardogs this year. You know, the fumble, then they scoop and score. Good pass by Riley. Hit Harrison in stride behind the Oologah secondary. And Harrison not able to bring it in. All right, 3rd down and 9 for Miami. And we got movement here. It'll be a penalty, I believe, on the Wardog. That's exactly what it is. False start. So another self-inflicted injury for the Wardogs right there. Harrison comes back out. He replaces Red Howe. Wardogs now facing 3rd and 14. Ball at their own 37. Riley scrambling, and he is still alive, still fighting forward. He's going to fight up to about the 40, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 12 for the Wardogs. Wardogs on to punt. First time the Wardogs had it, they had the ball back inside their own 20 and faked it.
Fairman back to punt. There's a good snap. Fairman with the line drive kick. Hits about the 30. He's going to be brought in by Gaines. He's dangerous. And he breaks the tackle. We're going to have a penalty. Block in the back or a face mask. I'm going to have a hold. It's going to be a hold against the Mustangs. That flag's sitting down about the 27-yard lines. That's going to back them up quite a bit. This really be only the 4th play the Oologahs ran. Because they ran 3 plays and missed a field goal and then a scoop and score. And Wardogs have had the ball quite a bit. Most of the first quarter, they've not been able to find any success or any sustained success. So Oologah will take over. 1st and 10, ball at their own 17-yard line. Right. Mustangs handed up the middle. Not a lot of room. Maybe a yard or two in there. 57 for the Wardogs. That's Jesse Calhoun on the tackle. One of the linebackers. Calhoun and Horn, middle linebackers for the Wardogs. Across the front for Miami, Barnes, Barley, and Garfield. Wardogs with 3-man defensive line. Bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. And the ball around the left side there, and he's going to get out to the 26-yard line. Tackle made by Gage Horn.
Horn also coming up, number 15, Cody Barnett from safety position. Going to bring up 3rd down and 1 for the Mustangs.
Mustangs attempt to draw the Wardogs off sides.
So Mustangs being led by Brock Lustig, listed on their roster as a freshman quarterback. Going to hand the ball up inside. It's going to be a 1st down out across the 30, up to about the 33-yard line. Let's pick up about 7 and move the chains for the Mustangs. Both teams want to establish a running game.
Athletics would like to thank Game-Changing Image for their support of Mustang football.
In the tailback now for the Mustangs, Sam Hogue. I know talking to Coach Gardner this week, that's him and Gaines, the wideout, are the ones they were worried about. And throw it out of the backfield. It's caught by number 5. Up across the 40, up to about the 43-yard line. You're going to be close to a 1st down. Going to be a pickup of about 11. So move the chains again for the Mustangs. Just a little out route in the flats. Early scores from around the district. Sky took lead in Cushing 7-0.
Fort Gibson leading Wagner 14-7 in the first quarter. All right, hand the ball up inside to Hogue. He goes up to about the 49-yard line. Pick up about 5 on the play. Going to bring up second down and 5 for the Mustangs. No score in yet on Grove and Catoosa. And Mustangs leading Miami here 7-0.
Carter Santer coming in for Josiah Barley.
Those guys play on the offensive side of the ball, so trying to get them a little bit of rest while they're on defense. Bring up second down. Let's call it 6 for the Mustangs. Ball just across the 50 and on the Mustang side of the ball. Rustick's going to throw it. It's caught by number 12. He's out across the 40. The ball's on the ground. And looks like the Wardogs are going to fall on it. And there's the break maybe the Wardogs needed. Pass was caught by Maddox DeVilibus, and he was up to about the 40. All of a sudden, the ball popped out and squirted backwards. I did not see who jumped on it for the Wardogs, but the Wardogs recover at their own 45. So good field position here for Miami. See if Miami can take advantage of that break. Riley still in to quarterback for the Wardogs. Garfield and Fairman in the backfield. Wardogs come out of the double tight end look. Bring Cook across the formation.
That'll be a flag.
That's going to be a horse collar. Good job right there by the Wardogs. Good run by Kendrick Cook. He's going to go from the 45 up to the 48, but you're going to add about 15 more to this. Harrison and Henry back in for Miami. Bringing the tight ends out. And marking off the yardage against the Mustangs on the horse collar tackle. Ball's going to go all the way down to the Oologah 41-yard line. All right, Wardogs back with the 3-receiver set. Cook and Henry to the left. Harrison split to the right. Garfield in the backfield with Riley. Fairman now shifts behind Riley. They're going to hand up inside to Fairman. Pretty good hole right there. He's going to go across the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. Let's pick up about 7. So pretty good opening right there, Jack.
Great blocking by the 5 up front.
That was a good job right there. Definitely could see a hole from our vantage point right here. And Fairman hit a crease and picked up 7 on the play. Going to bring up second down and 3 for Miami. First quarter winding down. Oologah leading here 7-0 on a 30-yard scoop and score by Aiden Gaines of the Mustangs following a Wardog fumble. This is going to be Riley around the left side. He's going to cut up. He's going to have a first down. Still on his feet. He's all the way down inside the 20. Good run, maybe down inside the 15. Marking about the 14. And that will probably be the last play of the first quarter. So a couple of self-inflicted injuries to the Wardogs. The big one, the scoop and score. The Wardogs, try to kind of surprise the Mustangs if that was a call on the fake punt, and was able to hold them to a field goal attempt, which the Mustangs missed. Wardogs picked up a fumble late in the first quarter, and they've got a pretty good drive going right now. So, we're sitting down here, Jack, down 7-0. Could be a lot worse. Let me bring you some scores of local interest. Adair, ranked number 1 in Class 2A Division II, leads Salina 12-0. Kansas leads Keys, a big one out of Class 2A Division II. Number 6 Colcord and number 7 Wyandotte tied at 7 apiece. Commerce leading Chelsea 7-0. These are all first quarter scores we have for you. Tonkawa leading Quapaw 14-0 in the first quarter.
Respect for the opponent, spectators, coaches, and officials. officials is necessary at all levels of athletics.
All right, Warogs take over the ball.
Everyone's behavior should be careful.
First and 10. Ball is at the Oologah 14-yard line. Fairland leading Barnesdall 7-0. All right, Blaze Riley gets it around the left side, down to the 10, across the 10. Pickup of about 4 on the play, I would say. Let's see where they mark it.
So far this year, he has not been scared of contact and fights for every yard he can get.
Blaze Riley, he's a hard runner. Ketchum leading after 18-0. All right, second down and 6 for the Wardogs. This is going to be Fairman, and he's going to fight forward. Still on his feet. Hard to bring down. He's going to get down to about looks like the official on our sideline. Jack's marking him back to 6, so pretty good run right there. Going to bring up third down and 3 for Miami. Ball is at the Oologah 7-yard line. It was a drive that started at the Wardogs on 45 following a Mustang turnover. Hopefully the Wardogs can punch this one in and get this score tied up at 7. All right, third down and 3. Ball at the Mustang 7. It's going to be Riley. He's going to cut it. Oh, he slips and falls. He might walk in. He planted kind of a counter look with the quarterback action right there. He planted his left foot and falls down, and he scores. I really believe he plants it there. It's a pretty good hole by the offensive line. All right, decision time here for Coach Gardner. If you want to kick a field goal, Wardogs have been pretty good on field goals and extra points. Or he's going to go for it here. Fourth down and 3. Looks like Coach Gardner feels we need the touchdown, need the 6 points. Wardogs are going to have to hurry. Took quite a bit of time getting that play call in. Play call under 5, down to 3, down to 2. Hands it to Riley, and he goes in for the touchdown. They got that play off with
1 second left.
.0031 seconds left on the play clock, and it ends up being a touchdown run by Blaze Riley right there.
He saw the hole from the previous play and decided to run the same thing.
It looked really similar. All right, so good drive right there by the Wardogs. They capped the drive off by a 5 or 6 yard touchdown run there by Blaze Riley. Ryland Stewart on for the extra point attempt. Hayden Connell going to hold it for the Wardogs. There's a snap to hold the kick, and it is up. Boy, it's a good-looking kick right down the middle. And we are all tied at 7 here at Oologah. That was a good drive right there. A lot of it done on the legs of quarterback Blaze Riley. With 9:54 left till halftime, we're all tied up at 7. At the end of the first quarter, Grove is up 7-0. Coach Davis, give us an update on the Grove score. 7-0 at the end of the first quarter as they are playing Catoosa. That was a little bit closer. Of course, just 1 quarter of play right there. All right, so good answer right by the Wardogs. It was really a rough first quarter. The fake punt, the scoop and score, and Wardogs get it tied up right here. So a little bit of life there for the Wardogs. Ryland Stewart on to kick off. Wardogs often try to attempt a high or a deep high onside. Which usually makes you want to have to fair catch it. Stewart's got it lined up, and he's going to kick it pretty deep. It's going to come down to about the 16. That's Hayden Gaines on it, and he is going to fight across the 20 to the 25 up to about the 26, 27-yard line. Pretty good coverage right there by the Wardogs, but I guarantee that's not who you want to kick the ball to.
Nope.
Hayden Gaines, he is a speedster.
All right, so Oologah takes over. 9:49 left till halftime. We're all tied here at 7. We'll try to do our best to keep you updated on scores from around the district and local scores as well.
New defensive lineman for this series, Chris Henry.
All right, so Wardogs, some new fresh bodies in there on defense. Mustangs get it. The quarterback gets it. He could be a double pass here. They got a guy wide open, and that's going to be a 72-yard touchdown pass. So a little trickery there by the Mustangs. And they throw the ball backwards to the back in motion. And that makes he can throw it down the field, and the Wardogs bid up, and they hit number 12, Maddox DeVillibus, wide open behind the Wardog secondary. And that is a 72-yard touchdown pass by the Mustangs. So they answer quickly to the Wardogs' drive and retake the lead on one play. Mustangs on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So 9:37 left in the first half. Oologah retakes the lead here, 14-7. Well executed trick play right there, Jack.
Yes, it was.
So they brought one of the wideouts in motion and threw the ball behind, threw it backwards. That's a lateral, like a handoff or a pitch. And he pulled up, and I knew as soon as they threw it to him, he was going to throw it. And
nobody even close to the receiver that ended up getting the touchdown either.
We bid up hard on the backwards pass, and they made us pay for that one. So Oologah, a couple of easy scores.
Back to return Byron Harrison and Kendrick Cook.
All right, they're both standing about the 10-yard line. Last kickoff was landed about the 20. And the kick is going to be fielded by Harrison at the 20. And he's going to come out across the 30 to about the 31, 32-yard line. So Wardogs will take over. Down 7, 9:33 left in the first half. Wardogs on the short end of a 14-7 deficit. See who will come out to quarterback the Wardogs for this possession. Looks like Riley. Looks like they're going to stay with Riley. I think this will be his third possession in a row, I believe. All right, Wardogs take over. First and 10, ball at their own 31. Wardogs with a double tight look here. Two backs in the backfield. They fake it, and Riley keeps it himself. He's going to go from the 31 up to about the 34. Going to pick up about 3 on the play. Going to bring up second down. Let's call it 7 for the Wardogs. Good fake right there by Riley. I thought he tossed the ball to Cook coming across the motion. Faked the jet sweep, and Riley kept that one. Wardogs still in the double tight look. Lawson and Barnes are double tight ends. Fairman kind of a sniffer back, fullback look. And that one to Garfield around the left side. He's across the 40. He's going to pick up a first down for the Wardogs. Good run right there. That is Donnie Garfield on the carry. Eli Lewis still not suited out tonight. Not sure if must be still nursing an injury of some sort. I know Wardogs were off last week before against Veneta. Wardogs' victory of the year. They defeated the Hornets 22-7. I know Eli Lewis did not play on that game as either. Wardogs come out double tight. Fairman kind of in a fullback. They bring Cook across the motion.
Jet sweep.
And we're going to have a hold by Bryce Barnes. So it's going to be a good run here by Kendrick Cook, but we're going to have a hold by Barnes on the jet sweep right there. Yeah. So big gain right there on 1st and 10 is going to be wiped out. Wardogs take their double tight end formation out and bring the receivers back in. Fairman's going to stay in the backfield, giving Garfield a little blow here. Riley quarterbacking this possession for Miami. Harrison and Henry split to the left. Kendrick Cook to the right. Almost a high snap. And
Fairman
the ball
up the middle.
Fairman, not a lot of room right there on 1st and 20. Going to pick up about 2. Going to bring up 2nd down and about 18 now for Miami. First quarter score, Blue Jacket leading Welch 14-0 in the Battle of Neighbors. Schools only about 5 miles apart. 2nd down and about 18 for the Wardogs.
Harrison back in at receiver.
Going to throw this one out. It's going to be caught by Henry, but he's going to be brought down immediately. Actually going to lose a couple of yards on that one. Third down and 20 here for the Wardogs. In the big game in the state of Oklahoma tonight, Class 6A, Division I, Jinx leading Bigsby 14-8 late in the first quarter. 3rd and 21 for the Wardogs. Riley gets it, drops it back, throw it, it's caught. That is by Henry. He's going to go across the 40 to about the 41. Pickup of about 10, but the Wardogs needed 21. So they're going to face 4th down and about 11 here. Fairman on to punt for Miami. Gains back deep for the Mustangs. Good snap. A running rugby kick. It's going to land about the 25. Gaines is going to get it around the move to his right. And he breaks free. Out across the 40 to about the 42, 43. And we're going to have a penalty here. A little after the play altercation here between number 23, Red Howe, and number 4, Garen Dennis of the Mustangs. So we'll see how we're going to mark this one off. Some words and exchanged after the penalty. We're going to have a personal foul against Miami. It's going to be against Red Howe. And so 15 free yards for the Mustangs. That's going to put the ball across the 50 all the way down to the Wardog 43-yard line. Score from Wagner. Fort Gibson leading Wagner 24-7. Cushing and Skytook all tied at 7. Grove leading Catoosa 14-7, and Oologah leading Miami here. Same score, 14-7. All right, hand the ball to Hogue around the left side. And he's going to go from the 43, down across the 40. Oh, shoot, that's about the 41. So we're looking to give him about 2 on the play. So Garfield right there and
Lawson
and Barnett all in on the tackle. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 in what's been a rapid moving first half here. Already down to 5 minutes left in the second quarter already. Oologah has scored on 2 explosive plays. One, a 30-yard scoop and score following a Wardog fumble. The other one, a 72-yard double pass. All right, they're going to throw it, and that's intended for Isaiah Contreras, and it's high. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Howe coming back in, and he'll be replacing number 16, who is not on our roster for Miami, so I apologize for that. We do not have a number 16 listed. All right, 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Ball at the Wardog 41-yard line. 4:55 left till the half. Mustangs up 14-7. Going to hand the ball up inside to Hogue. He finds a big hole. He's across the 35 down to about the 31, 32-yard line. And he picked up the needed yardage for the first down to move the chains for the Mustangs.
Coming back on the field, Josiah Barley.
He's replacing number 77. That is Chris Henry, sophomore down defensive lineman.
Trips to the wide side.
Quarterback gets it, rolls to his right, and he's going to be brought down by Barley behind that line of scrimmage. He'll be brought down for about a yard loss. Good play right there by Josiah Barley. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11 for the Mustangs. Late second quarter, Mustangs up 14-7. Wardogs hanging tough. And Mustangs are going to take a timeout. All right, 3:41 left till half. Mustangs facing 2nd down and 11. Ball at the Wardog 33-yard line.
Fort Gibson leading Wagner.
24-7. That is a surprise score right there. Chris Wagner has almost a whole new coaching staff this year. It's Coach Condit, who won all those state titles and district titles, now is a rougher over at Muskogee. From 6A Division I. Said number 1 Bigsby at number 2 Jinx, and Jinx leads at 21-8. All right, back to action here at Oologah. Oologah facing 2nd down and 11. Ball at the Wardog 33. Quarterback gets it, drops back, under pressure, flushes out to his right. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to be chased out of bounds. Down about the 25-yard line. He's going to pick up about 8. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Mustangs.
Grove leads Catoosa 21-0 after the first quarter.
All right, Grove starting to take control there. Homecoming tonight for the Ridge Runners. 3rd and 3 for the Mustangs. And the ball up inside to Hogue. He's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Good play right there. Garfield, Barnes in on the tackle, and he's brought down for a loss. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 6. So a loss of almost 2 or 3 right there. So good job right there by the Wardog defense. Mustangs now face 4th and 6. Ball back at the 24. Big play here for the Wardog defense. Really, you almost got to think you got to keep him out of the end zone right here, because Oologah will get the ball to start the second half. Not a lot of time left here. 2:50 left till halftime. Oologah comes out, trips to the right. Quarterback gets it. It's going to roll to his right. Going to throw it, and it is going to be way overthrown. So it's a good job out there by the Wardog defense. They come up with the stop, and they force a turnover. Wardogs will take over with 2:36 left in the second quarter. down just 14-7 here at Oologah. Second quarter score, Commerce over Chelsea, 13-0. Wyandotte over Colcord, 14-7. Colcord ranked number 6, Wyandotte 7th in Class 2A, Division 2.
They're going to stay with Riley at QB.
All right, Riley now quarterbacking. I think this is his 4th possession in a row. All right, and we're having a stoppage in play. I think we had a timeout. That's exactly what we had. We had a timeout here before the play was snapped. So I believe that's the second timeout by the Mustangs. That should leave them 1. I don't know that the Wardogs have taken a timeout yet. Tonkawa over Quapaw, 28-0. That's first quarter score. Bringing from Class A Division 2 scores here. Catching big over Afton in the second quarter, 32-0. All right, back to action here. First and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball at their own 28. Riley still quarterbacking for the Warogs. He gets it. Nope, Connell's back in now. He gets it. He's scrambling down. He's going to be dropped back. That was, I'm going to say a busted play, but that was just confusion right there by the Wardog offense. And
Riley is back in at quarterback.
Riley back in, the quarterback. Loss of about 3 by Connell. Going to bring up a second down and 13. Clock will be under 2 minutes by the time the Wardogs get this one snapped. Riley's going to keep it over the left side. Pretty good hole. He's going to fight his way out across to about the 30-yard line. Going to pick up about 5. Of anything right here, Jack, you don't want to really give the ball back to the Mustangs. You had some some mistakes. We've had a personal foul that's could have hurt us. We've had a scoop and score. Things could be in a lot worse shape. The last thing you want to do is give the ball back to Oologah with a chance to score. Worst case scenario, let's get to half, down 7. Looks like Wardog's going to take their time right here. Third down and about 7 for the Wardogs.
Trips to the wide side.
I think the Wardogs are going to take it their first timeout right here. 1:06 left in the second period. The Wardogs going to take a timeout.
During this break in the action, I'd like to remind everyone that around town the golf tournament takes place this Sunday, September 28th. Start time is 3 p.m. Check in at the Gazebo at 2:30. Entry fee is $35 per person or $140 per team. Plus play an 18-private course. Dinner will be provided after.
All right, 1:06 left till half. Wardogs trailing here, and what's been a close one. Wardogs down 14-7. Wardogs have the ball, but facing a third down and 7. Ball is at their own 30-yard line. Riley quarterback in the Wardogs. Fairman in the backfield with him. Harrison and Henry split to the right. Cook split to the left. This is going to be Blaze Riley on the left side. He's going to pick up
first down,
I think he does get the first down. Yep,
Yes,
they're going to move the
does.
chains. That's big right there because, that's going to keep the Mustangs from getting the ball back in this half. Wardogs could maybe kind of go a little faster now if they want to. With the
Looks like they are.
Yeah, with the fresh set of downs. Going to hand the ball up inside to Fairman.
Not a lot of running room. Across the 40, up to about the 41. Pick up about 3. And Coach Gardner's going to take another timeout right here with 40 seconds left till half. Wardogs will be facing second down and about 7.
Sean Bell leading the charge for the Mustangs. Wardog timeout.
Ask you to stay with us at halftime here. We'll have a performance, probably, I'm sure, from the Mima Band as well as the Oologah Marching Band.
Second down with 40 seconds left. I'd like to see Miami go for a touchdown right here.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're going to try to. You want to be aggressive here, but don't do something silly. You know, you don't want to turn the ball back over to Oologah. They've shown they've had some, explosive plays, and they can score at any time. Cushing now leading Skytook 14-7. Grove 28-0 over Catoosa. All right, Riley gets it. He's under pressure. He's gonna scramble, and he's gonna be brought down about the 38-yard line for a loss of about 2 or 3. Under 30 seconds now till the half. Wardogs like they're not in too big a hurry here. Trying to get lined up. Under 20 seconds. Wardogs just going to hand it off. That's Fairman. Big hole all the way across the 50 up to the 45-yard line. However, only 11 seconds left. They moved that ball all the way back 3 yards right there. Goodness sakes. Sometimes I don't understand. They're spotting the ball. I mean, we're right on the 45-yard line, and he gets to the 45. They moved that ball back 3 yards, all the way back to 47. I do not understand sometimes the spotting of the ball. Not to be critical of the officials, but seem to move it backwards a lot. All right. 7 seconds left in the half. Will probably be the last play of the half for the Wardogs. Wardogs did spike it on first down, so it's going to be second down and 10.
Second big difference I've noticed on the spot this game.
Yeah, that's a couple times. I mean, that's a good run right there by Fairman. And he gets all the way down to the 45, and they move that ball all the way back to the 48. I mean, they backed it up 3 yards. Oologah with 5 defensive backs, about 15 yards from the ball. We're going to try to make sure they keep everything in front of them. Riley gets it. He drops it back. He's going to throw it. And intended to Harrison. He can't bring it in. I'll stop the clock with 3 seconds left. This will be the last play of the half unless we have a defensive penalty here. All right, they're going to hand it off up inside. It's a good run. He goes out across the 30 to about the 29. So that's going to bring the first half to a close. All right, with 2 quarters in the books, Oologah leads this one in a tie one. It's 14-7. We'll be back here with second half action in about 15, 17 minutes. We'll be back for a second half of action and update you on scores from around the state. For Wardog TV, this is Jim Paxson along with Jack Hudspeth. All right, good evening, and welcome back to Oologah, Oklahoma. We're at halftime of the Miami Wardogs and the Mustangs. Wardogs trailing here 14-7. All right, we give you some scores here. So we're a couple of minutes away from kickoff of the second half. Wardogs down at the half, 14-7. Oologah scored first quarter on a 30-yard scoop and score. Wardog quarterback Hayden Connell after a hard run fumbled, and Oologah picked it up, ran 30 yards for a touchdown. Wardogs answered later, putting together a good drive. Quarterbacked by Blaze Riley, ended up with about a 7-yard touchdown run by Riley on fourth down. And the very next play, Oologah pulled out the bag of tricks, and they threw a double pass, 72-yard touchdown. And that's where we stand right now, 14-7. Oologah leading, and they will get the ball second half. We want to thank our student production team that's with us tonight. Kiara Richards, Ella Shelton, Sage Trussler, and Kaylin Lewis. Thank them for giving up their Friday nights, as they do every week throughout the football season, to travel, whether at home or on the road, to travel with the Wardogs and put all the work that goes behind the scenes and to bring you these broadcasts. Also, we want to wish our band and cheer good luck this weekend as they enter state competition and contest. So good luck to the MHS band and cheer squad. Hope they bring home the hardware this weekend. Wardogs find themselves in a tight one here, down 14-7 at the half to the Mustangs. Try to bring you some scores from around the state here, from district play and some local scores of interest. At halftime, the Ridge Runners lead Catoosa 35-0. Cushing over Skytook at the half, 21-7. This is the one that's going to shock you a little bit. Late second quarter, Fort Gibson 30, Wagner 14. And then Oologah leading here 14-7 over Miami. The big game across the state tonight, number one Bigsby at Jinx in the battle of Oklahoma Blue Bloods. Bigsby has fought back to retake the lead, 31-28. It's like a late second quarter score. Owassa and Broken Arrow tied at 7 at the half. Tulsa Union over Edmond Santa Fe 9-6. All right, and we are ready for action here in the second half. This is Jim Paxton along with Jack Hudspeth. Happy to bring you all the action here on Wardog TV. Rylan Stewart set to kick it off for the Wardogs. High, deep kick. Going to be taken in about the 23. He's dropped, and he's going to fall back on it back about the 19. So Oologah avoids a disaster on the opening kickoff.
Looks like Connell's coming out to start out the second half at QB.
He's on defense right here.
Oh.
Oologah's going to have the ball. All right, now we're talking about marketing there. He dropped that ball and completely fell on it back at the 19. Now they moved it up to the 21. So the mystery of spotting the ball continues here. All right, Oologah comes out, empty backfield. Freshman quarterback out of the gun. 3 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be a quarterback draw. Oh, he's hit hard. Big hit right there. I think that's Bryce Barnes coming up. Man, he brought the wood on that one. And the freshman quarterback's going to fill that one in the morning, Jack. Give him about 2 on the play. That was a design run from the beginning. Going to bring up second down and 8 for the Mustangs. All right, quarterback gets it, rolls out. It's caught. That's Gaines, and he's going to fight out across the 30 to about the 31, 32-yard line. He's going to pick up enough for the first down for the Mustangs. So move the chains.
First down and 10.
Going to spot it just short of their own 32. A lot of composure by the young quarterback there by the Mustangs. Just listed as a freshman. All right. Going to throw it once again. That's going to be incomplete. Hayden Connell on the coverage.
Mustangs
Week
coming out one to
one
throw the
of the
ball.
football season, we went to Elkins, Arkansas, and there were tons of little bitty bugs everywhere. Week 4, we're at Oologah, and there are crickets and grasshoppers everywhere in these stands. All right, after following the incomplete pass on first down, they're going to bring up second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Going to hand the ball up inside, hit right away by Barnes and Fairman. Also Barley up front. So very little on second down. They're going to bring up third down and 9. Big play here for the Wardog defense. They could get off the field here and force a punt. Maybe flip this field position here early in the second half. Just underway here at Oologah. Opening week of district play for both teams. Both teams came in 1-2 on the season. Both of their victories over the Hornets of Veneta. Oologah beat them in week 0. Wardogs beat Veneta week 2. Quarterback gets it, rolls. He's going to be sacked. Good job out there by the Wardog defense. That is Barnes, Lawson. And Barley in on the play, and he's going to be sacked for about a 5 or 6 yard loss. So Jack Wardog defense did exactly what we asked them to come out and force a punt. So it's going to be 4th and about 13 for the Mustangs. There's the snap. There's the kick, and a pretty good kick. And it's going to take a Oologah bounce down inside the 30, down to about the 27. And we're going to have a flag on the far side of the field. It is sitting at the 40. Flag's at the 46-yard line. So we'll see what they signal here. Did you see anything happen there? Did you see the flag? And they're marking it off against the Wardogs.
I did not, but I heard the announcer say something about a personal foul.
You think you thought it was a personal foul?
Yeah.
So I did not see the signal from the official, but they have pushed the Wardogs back all the way to the 14. So it was a major penalty. So Wardogs continue to self-inflict wounds. And now they face 1st and 10, ball all the way back at the 14. And the ball up inside. That's Fairman. Out across the 20. Up to about the 22. Picks up about 7 or 8. Good opening, good play right there. Good run on first down by Fairman.
Hayden Connell for real in for quarterback.
Connell back to start the half for the Wardogs. Second down. Actually going to call it 1, so give Fairman 9 on first down. Wardogs going to come out with tight end to the left. 2 tight end set. That's going to be Connell. And he's going to pick up the first down. Across the 25 up to about the 26. Pick up about 2 or 3 on the play. Okay. All right, 1st and 10 for the War Dogs. Ball at their own 27. Bowling first down. All right. This is Fairman over the right side. He goes from the 27 out across the 30 to about the 30. Let's give him 3 on first down. Let's give him 4. Let's call it 2nd down and 6 for the War Dogs.
Wardog's front line doing a great job coming out this second half and creating holes for the running back.
War Dogs starting to do a better job running the ball, starting to establish a little bit better, a little bit more up front. So this is a War Dog offensive line that did not return a lot of starters. Had to rebuild a lot of this line. They're going to throw this to Henry, and Cook missed the block right there. So the pass was complete, but only going to pick up about, they're going to say no gain at all. So little spot pass out to Trevor Henry, and War Dogs did not get a real good block, and so maybe actually lost a yard right there. 3rd down and 6 for the War Dogs. 7:05 in the 3rd quarter. War Dogs trailing here 14-7. War Dogs in double tight. They bring Cook across the formation. They're going to hand it back up inside to Fairman. He's going to have the first down. Out across the 35 up to about the 37, 38-yard line. So good play right there by the War Dog offense as War Dogs starting to establish a little bit of a run game right here. Fairman a little shaken up on that play, holding his right arm, coming off. Good tough run right there by the senior. War Dogs started this one at their own 14. They've moved it out to their own 39. Picked up a couple of first downs. It's going to be Garfield dancing around, and he's going to be brought down. Really no gain right there. So let's call it 2nd down and 10. 6:30 in the 3rd quarter. War Dogs down 14-7. So we are being bombarded here by crickets and grasshoppers. We're sitting out in the stands tonight. Once again, good luck to our cheer and War Dog band as they have competition, state competition this week. So good luck to both of them and safe travels. 2nd down and 10 for the War Dogs. Dogs going to have to hurry to get the play off. Barely get it off. Connell finds a hole over the left side. And he's going to pick up good yardage. His helmet comes off. That's going to mean Riley's going to have to come in. Jack probably right here. War Dogs are now nearing midfield. They're going to have 3rd down and 3. I'd say you're probably 2 down territory right here. I look for Riley to probably carry it here.
Yeah, probably a read for Riley to carry it up the middle.
2 tight ends for the War Dogs. Riley's going to keep it. He's going to have the first down. Breaks free. Across the 50, down to the 45. Good job right there. Looks like the War Dogs definitely want to run that left side of the line. That is behind Barley and Carter Santer.
Connell coming back in at quarterback.
All right, Connell back in. He had to go out of play after losing a helmet. Lose a helmet in high school football, you got to set out at least one play. Connell back in. So Riley able to come in and pick up the first down for the War Dogs. Connell back out now for Miami. War Dogs continuing to run the 2 tight end look. And we're going to have a little early movement. I think War Dogs got a little bit ahead of the snap right there. That's one of the things that happens when you run 2 quarterbacks. Not that it's criticism, but each one of them has a little bit different rhythm in their voice, a little different cadence. And you get used to one and you switch it, all of a sudden it sounds a little bit different. It's going to back the War Dogs up 5 yards. Going to make it 1st down and 15. The ball back on the War Dogs side of the 50. Let's put it at the 49. And hand the ball up to Garfield. And he gives good yardage across the 50, the 45, down to about the. It picks up about 6. They're going to mark him right at the 45. So going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the War Dogs. Second down and 9. It's going to be Connell over the left side. He's going from the 45 down to about the 43. Going to pick up 2. That's going to relieve the War Dogs about 7 yards to go for 1st down. War Dog staff working on Farron. Looks like he banged his arm up a little bit. Working him down on the sidelines. All right, you're across the 50 now, Jack. Are you into 4-down territory? Kind of have to see what the War Dogs do here. 3rd and 7 for the War Dogs. Ball at the Oologah 43. This is a drive that the War Dogs started at their own 14s. This is a good drive being put together by Miami. This is going to be Connell. Going to cut up. Oh! Connell fumbles it again. And we're going to have the same result. That's going to be a 60-yard scoop and score by Aiden Gaines. Almost identical play. Is Connell fighting for extra yards, and the ball comes out, and the same Mustang picked it up and goes this time 60 yards for the touchdown. The War Dogs find themselves now down 20-7. And what's disappointing of that is down 14, and 2 of the 3 Mustang scores that came from their defense. That was a good drive right there. The War Dogs were moving the ball mostly on the ground, and it moved into Mustang territory. That was a good run there by Hayden Connell, and he had a good run going, and it was close to a 1st down. And the kick is up, and it's good, and that makes it 21-7 with 2:34 left in the 3rd period.
Had a great drive and then had a fumble, scoop, and score.
War Dogs have put together some really good drives tonight. One did end up in a touchdown for Riley. That one there, unfortunately, ended up in a scoop and score, the 2nd of the night for the Mustangs. Both of them by Aiden Gaines. And War Dogs trailing right now, 21-7 with just 2:34 left in the 3rd period. Some scores from the district. 3rd quarter scores now. Cushing over Skytook, 21-7. Looks like Skytook might be a little bit better than everyone had anticipated going into the season. Grove leading Catoosa 35-0 at the half. At the half, Fort Gibson leading Wagner 30-17. And Oologah leading Miami in this one 21-7.
Looks like they got Fairman all doctored up because he's back on the field.
All right, Harrison and Cook back for the War Dogs. There's the kickoff, and it is going to go to Harrison. Harrison at the 10. He's out to the 20. Trying to outrun him, and he's not going to outrun him. Too much running east and west. He's got to turn north, and he caught the ball at the 20, actually going to lose yardage on the return. He tried to come all the way back across the field and kind of peeled back a little bit and ended up losing some yardage on the return. All right, War Dogs will take over. 1st and 10, ball at their own, let's call it the 18-yard line. Riley back out to quarterback for the War Dogs. Catch him big over Afton at half, 41-0. And the ball up inside. That's Garfield. Not much running room there. Going to bring up second down and 10. No gain on the first down for the Wardogs.
Two minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's been a rapid moving third quarter for sure here tonight. Riley quarterbacking Miami for this possession. Riley drops back. He's going to, under pressure, he's in trouble here. And we're going to have a crackback block on Trevor Henry. That's going to be a major penalty against the Wardogs. So he went back and was going back up the field and can't go against the grain for a block. Wardogs hurting themselves by the yellow flags tonight. From Commerce, third quarter score. Commerce leading Chelsea 15-6. Third quarter score from Wyandotte. Number 7 Wyandotte leading number 6 Colcord 21-14. All right, second down and long for the Wardogs. Just going to be Riley. Find some open room over the left side. He's going to go from the 9 out to about the 16-yard line. So pick up about 6 or 7 on first down. Good run by Riley. Going to bring up third down and 10 for Miami. Riley gets it, drops back, now scrambles. And we're going to have a block in the back by the Wardogs. Wardogs cannot get out of their own way. And you can see it coming all the way from up here. It was, I know the Wardog faithful here doesn't like to call, but it's unfortunately, it was the correct call. No, they're actually going to wave it off. I thought we were going to have another crackback block. So they pick up the flags on that one. Wardogs still facing fourth down after the run by Riley. And ball deep in their own territory. Probably going to have to punt this one out of there. Wardogs probably wait till end of this quarter if they wanted. Nope, they're going to get it snapped. And it is going to be ball's fumbled. And Wardog ball. All right, Wardogs needed something good to happen. And exactly that's what happened. So Oologah up back, mishandled the ball. And Rhett Howe right there fumbles on it.
Good hustle by Rhett Howe getting down the field.
And the Wardogs will take over. Ball near midfield. Wardogs still in this one, only down 21-7. All right, 3 quarters in the books. 1 to play. Wardogs still in this one, down 21-7. And what's disheartening about that, Jack, is that 14 deficit, those 14 points both came on scoop and score, as both times the Mustang defensive back, Aiden Gaines, has picked up a Hayden Connell fumble. Took one 30 yards, took one 60 yards. And that's the difference here tonight. You know, the Wardog defense has played really well. Takeaway, they have 2 scoop and scores. And a trick play that went about 70 yards on a double pass. The Mustang offense has not really threatened. Like I said, other than one trick play, the Wardogs have
you know, we look at the stats tonight, I'm sure they're going to be one-sided in favor of the Wardogs, as the Wardogs have driven the ball pretty well, only at times to self-destruct. All right, hand the ball to Fairman, and he's hit in the backfield. He's going to fight forward from the 48 up to about the 49. He's going to pick up about 1. So he was hit almost immediately in the backfield. Second down and 9, just underway here in the fourth quarter. Jim Paxton along with Jack Cutsmith bringing the action here tonight on Wardog TV. I want to thank our student production team of Kiara Richards, Ella Shelton, Sage Tressler, and Kaylin Lewis.
Blaze is going to keep it.
This is going to be Riley.
Good run and
Good run
just short of a
Riley.
first down.
Weavens way, and he picks up the needed yardage for the first down. They move the ball into Mustang territory. Let's call it the 42. Wardogs still in this one, down just 21-7. Wardogs trying to get everybody set in the backfield. This is going to be Fairman right up the middle. Big hole. Across the 40 down to about the 36. Going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards on first down. So, Jack, the Wardog offensive line is by far, this is their best performance of the season. This is a young offensive line that had to be a lot of it rebuilt from last year's team that went 8-2 in the regular season. They're starting to find some things out here. Offensive line under the direction of Coach Adam Teal. This is going to be Riley around the left side. Inside across the 30, down to the 25. And move the chains again.
Good hard run by Riley right there.
That was a good run right there. Wardogs are finding most of their success to the Wardogs' left side. That is Barley and Sander. Frazier is the center. Wardogs right now showing a double tight. Trent Lawson tied into the left. Brent Barnes tied into the right. This is Fairman. Oh, see, that's Garfield up the middle. He's going to go from the 25 down to about the 20-yard line. So pretty good pickup on first down. Jack, once again, the Wardogs put together a good drive on the ground. Running right at this Mustang defense. One thing the Wardogs have not done tonight is completed any passes down the field. They've thrown a few like spot passes. Actually completed a couple of passes where they've lost yardage. This is Riley. He's going to throw it. Head there, right there. That's Barnes. He's going to be in for a touchdown. 21-yard pass from Blaze Riley to tight end Bryce Barnes. And the Wardogs are back within 8. Rylan Stewart on to kick the extra point and make this one. It is a one-score game here. Jack, that was a nice play right there. Wardogs have kind of come out. I like the double tight look. Makes you spread the defense out a little bit, gives you a little bit more gaps to run in. There's the snap to hold the kick. Rylan Stewart, he has done a great job this year, and he was right down the middle. So with 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in the contest, Wardogs down 21-14 after an impressive drive. All right, so the Wardogs take the fumble punt by the Mustangs and turn it into points. And, Jack, we're still in this one right here, so. Jack, you're still a long ways to go right here, and the Wardog defense has really played well tonight. I mean, you take away one play, take away the trick play, the double pass, the Mustang offense has not done, they have not scored other than that one trick play. 14 of their points have, unfortunately, we said, have came on, two fumbles that they picked up and took in for touchdowns.
Those outside backers are doing a really good job of keeping outside contained and forcing everything back up the middle.
All right, 9 minutes, 10 seconds left in this one. Wardogs with a much-needed score right there.
And they end that drive with a 21-yard touchdown pass from Riley to Barnes. And we are 21-14. All right, Ryland Stewart on to kick off for the War Dogs. Cushing pulling away from Skytook. Third quarter, 35-7. Grove's last score was at half, 35-0 over Catoosa. And Fort Gibson over Wagner, 30-17. That's our other district scores. Here is Stewart's high, deep onside. Taken at the 27. And he will go the distance. That is number 3, Isaiah Gutierrez, and he takes it 72 yards. So another special teams miscue is haunting the Dogs tonight. That is the second time that the War Dogs have put together good drives only to have Oologah answer immediately on the next play. So 21-7 lead, now back to 21-14 lead, now jumps back to 27-14. And we're having flags on the play. We're having offsides on Miami on the extra point. Looks like the War Dogs had, ample opportunities there to have 2 or 3 guys with hands on him. He just caught the ball and kind of worked his way to the middle field and went right up the middle.
Had to get outside, contained to this side, and had a guy dive instead of breaking down and making the tackle.
Oologah is going to go for 2, I believe, now, following the Wardog miscue. Wardog could not get their defensive, the defense out on the field during the extra point, and another really unforced error there by the War Dogs. And Oologah easily converts a 2-point conversion, and their lead now is 15, biggest of the night. So right when the War Dogs fought their way back in it, War Dogs give up a 70-yard touchdown return on the kickoff. Just so disheartening because the Mustang offense has really done very little tonight. You've got 22 points scored. Combination of the Mustang defense and the Mustang special teams.
Harrison and Cook back deep to receive.
Got to kick off. Cook and Harrison back deep. They've kind of switched sides of the field. .8:55 left in this one. Mustangs, following the kickoff return, pushed the lead back to 15, now leading 29-14. There's the kick. It's going to be brought in by Cook at the 15. He gets north right away and has positive yardage all the way up to the 34-yard line. All right, War Dogs will take over. Ball at their, let's call it their own 33. War Dogs now once again down 2 scores. Riley will quarterback the War Dogs.
Fairman on the sideline holding his arm again.
All right, War Dogs in the double tight look. Trent Lawson, Bryce Barnes. 2 receivers to the left. High snap, Riley gets it, drops back. under pressure. Held on to that one too long. He's got to get rid of it.
Had a guy deep wide open.
Riley's brought down for about a 6 or 7 yard loss. Bring up second down and 16 following the sack. And the ball up inside. That's Garfield. Right there. Looks like he needs to. Jack, I looked like Garfield needs like maybe try to avoid him. Lower his head and tries to run over him. Pretty good run there.
Corner that made the tackle just kind of put his head down.
Garfield had one-on-one there in the secondary and try to make him miss, maybe, right there.
I agree. Bounce it outside. He was the last guy.
And 8. This is going to be Riley. Finds a hole over the left side. He's going to get up to the 39. It's going to be 4th down and 5. Wardog's probably going to have to go for it now. They're running out of time.
Looks like they are going to do that.
7:20. Clock is moving. Wardog's facing 4th down. Call it 4th and 4. It's going to be Riley. He's got the... Oh, I thought he had it. They're going to mark him short. He's going to come up short on that. And he comes short. And Wardogs will turn it over on down, so the Mustangs will take over. Ball in Wardog territory at 42. 7 minutes left in this one. Mustangs up 29-14 over Miami.
Mid-America Feed, proudly supporting Oologah Football.
All right, quarterback drops back with a little screen pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. That was intended to hold number 6, and Garfield on the coverage.
J.F. Dennis and Associates, proudly support Mustang Athletics.
Bring up second down and 10 for the Mustangs. All right, they're going to hand the ball around the left side. That's Hogue, still on his feet. He could go, and he's going to score. That's a 42-yard run from the tailback as he took it and ventured left and cut back across the field, and that's going to make it 35-14. Mustangs starting to pull away here. .42-yard run by Hogue. And that might be the nail in the coffin for the Wardogs. They definitely facing uphill struggle right now. Wardogs have moved the ball tonight, but it's been 4, 5, 6, 7 yards at a time and really on the ground. There's the extra point by the Mustangs. It's up, and it is good. And Mustangs push the lead to 36-14 with 6:44 left in the third quarter. Scores from across the state. 6A, Division I. The Wassa leading Broken Arrow 21-7. Tulsa Union and Edmond Santa Fe 9-6 in the third quarter, and a defensive struggle there. Bixby and Jinx 38. Bixby leading Jinx 38-35 at the half, and a wild one there. Without a doubt, probably the two best teams in the state. All right. Wardogs set to return. Cook and Harrison deep. Once again, good luck to the Wardog band and cheer as they have state competition this weekend. Safe travels to them and the best of luck as they go compete. And the kick by the Mustangs is up. That's going to come to Cook. He's going to take it about the 10. He drops it. He fumbled it around. Picks up about the 20. Now work his way across the left side of the field. Out across the 25. Out to about the 26. Some scores from the district. Cushing pulling away from Skytook in the third quarter, 41-7. Port Gibson still leading Wagner 30-17. That game has moved into the third quarter. And Grove leading Catoosa 42-0. Number one Tuttle over Ardmore 44-0. Tuttle led by former Miami Wardog assistant Brad Ballard. They have their eyes on the gold ball this year. Coming into this week, according to Squirtle, which covers Oklahoma's high school sports, only ranked team out of our district this week was the Ridge Runners of Grove. They were ranked number 6. Good run by Fairman right up the middle. He's going to go from the 22 up to about the 36, excuse me. He's going to pick up 9 yards. Excuse me, from the 27 to the 36.
They're not even worried about.
Keeper need to do a better job getting the right yard line on the scoreboard. Second down and 1, following the good run by Fairman. Riley drops back. Looking, he's running. He's going to run now. He's going to throw it. He's got Henry and took too long. Pretty good coverage there. Not a bad ball right there by Riley. Going to bring up third down and 1. We're under 6 minutes here left in the fourth quarter. Wardogs trailing here 36-14. It's going to be Riley over the left side. He's going to have the first down. Good run out from the 36 all the way across the 40 to the 45. So move the chains for the Wardogs. Wardogs right now just facing biggest opposition right now is the clock. The Wardog Oologah has scored tonight 3 non-offensive touchdowns. They've got a kickoff return for a touchdown and 2 scoop and scores from Wardog fumbles that went the distance. And that's really the difference in this one tonight. Riley gets it, rolls left. He's got Cook wide open. He's going to turn it and run. Riley, left-handed quarterback, rolling out to his right. Really looks like he saw him, but it's like he just couldn't get his shoulders turned to try to deliver that pass. And he ends up picking 4 or 5 on first down. But the Wardogs trailing in this one right now, 36-14. You're going to have points and have them pretty quick. 5 minutes left in this one. Going to hand that one to Fairman. Working forward across the 50 up to the 45. That will be close to a Wardog first down.
They're going to give it to him.
And it is going to be first down for the Wardogs. Some definitely, Jack, some positives coming out of this one tonight, even though this was not going to end up the way we wanted it. The Wardogs have done a much better job tonight on offense.
Offensive line, second half came out, making big holes for the running back.
Offensive line has done a good job, and Wardogs have been finding some holes. It's going to be Riley again right up the middle. He's going from the 45 up to about the 42-yard line. Pick up about 3. Close to 4 minutes on the clock left in this one. We want to thank you for joining us here tonight on Wardog TV. Once again, we want to thank our student production team of Kiara Richards, Ella Shelton, Sage Trussler, and Kaylin Lewis. We're running the cameras, the scoreboard, all the technical stuff behind the scenes. Thank you to those Miami High School students. Riley scrambling left side, and he's going to be brought down. He'll bring up Third at about 7 after about a 2-yard loss by Riley. It's been a really nice, comfortable night for football here at Oologah. Not too hot. A little bit of a nice, cool temperature here. And hand this one up inside. And Oologah's, I'm sure, content to see the Wardogs hand the ball between the tackles as the clock continues to run. Harrison coming back in for the Wardogs, and Kendrick Cook's going to come out. Maybe see if we can get one to Harrison behind the defense. Had him one a little bit earlier, and Byron just wasn't able to pull that one in. Under 3 minutes now here at Oologah. Good luck to Wardogs softball. They begin playoffs this week. This Wednesday, they start their journey to another state tournament berth. 4th down and 1, and the Wardogs pick up the first down. Said, Wardog offensive line starting to come together. Wardogs will be at home next week. It'll be homecoming. So Wardogs will entertain the Bulldogs of Wagner. Wagner coming into tonight's game was 1-2 as well. And last update we had, Fort Gibson still leading Wagner in the third quarter, 30-17. So that one a ways to go. Riley's going to throw this one, and it's dropped. Little tunnel screen there to Kendrick Cook, and he's not able to bring that one in. Now, kind of my understanding, of course, Dale Condon, who coached the Wagner Bulldogs, if I'm remembering correctly, had 5 state titles. Moved over to Muskogee, take the job with the Muskogee Rovers. Took with him both his offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, both former Miami assistants, Travis Bryan and Rob Gilstrap. And my understanding, a number of players went with him to Muskogee as well. So, of course, players in high school now have the opportunity to transfer, at least one time and not have to sit out. Hands the ball up inside. It's going to go from the 34 down to about the 27. Pick up about 7. This one's going to go under 2 minutes here. The Wardogs will open district play, unfortunately, with a loss at Oologah. And Fairman coming out, he's having trouble with that right arm. Was banged up earlier, and he's holding him as he comes off. Garfield back out for Miami. 1:29 left in this one. 3rd down and 2 for the Wardogs. Oologah leading 36-14. Riley drops back. He throws it.
Touchdown, Wardogs.
That's a 26-yard touchdown connection from Blaze Riley to Kendrick Cook. That makes it 36-20. And nice throw right there. Cook got behind the defense, and that's a nice pass to Riley. Drop that one in there, and Wardogs score once again. Unfortunately, going to be a little bit too little too late. Wardogs still trailing here by 16. Looks like the Wardogs are going to go for 2 to try to cut this to 14. Then look for the Wardogs to onside kick it. You never know. It ain't over till it's over. 1:18 left in this one. Wardogs down 36-20 following the pass from Blaze Riley to Kendrick Cook. And Wardogs are going to have to waste a timeout as they could not get the right personnel on the field to run the 2-point conversion. I think that leaves the Wardogs with 2 timeouts remaining. I said the Wardogs will be at home next week at his homecoming activities at Miami High School. They'll have a parade Friday afternoon in downtown Miami. Please check Facebook and social media for exact times of homecoming parade and the coronation of the homecoming queen. Wardogs will be hosting Wagner Friday night at Robertson Field. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock.
All right, Wardog's going for 2. Riley's going to roll to his left and try to throw it, and he's going to be, he does get the pass off, but it just flutters incomplete as he was under big-time pressure. So that leaves it 36-20 Mustangs with 1:18 left in the contest. All right, Ryland Stewart to kick off. Sure, the Wardogs will onside this one. And Wardogs ready to line it up for the kickoff. Ryland Stewart, said this will be an onside kick, and he boots it. Ball's being bounced around, and it is recovered by the Mustangs, so they will be able to kneel on it. .117 left in this one. Oologah up 36-20, and I'm sure Oologah will just kneel on it and run this clock out. And they are in victory formation. They're going to kneel on it, and that's going to probably have to kneel on it about 1 or 2 more times. That'll take us under a minute, and we'll start to wrap things up here at Oologah. Wardogs will go to 1-3 on the year and 0-1 in the districts. Oologah will go to 2-2 and start their district out 1-0. Definitely some positives here tonight for the Wardogs, even though this was not going to end up the way they wanted. Wardogs, I think, maybe have discovered a running game, and we're able to hit some passes at key times tonight as well. Wardog defense did a pretty good job. All right, and that's going to wind it down right here, and Oologah will win this one 36-20. Thank you for being with us here tonight at Oologah, for watching Wardog TV. We hope everybody comes out to Robertson Field next Friday night to get the Wardogs in action at homecoming as we host the Wagner Bulldogs. If you can't be at Robertson Field next Friday night, make sure you join us right here on Wardog TV. For Jim Paxton and Jack Hudspeth, thank you for being a part of us once again. Thanks to our student production team. Thank you, Mr. Ronnie Harner, Mr. David Frazier. And we wish you all a wonderful weekend and a safe trip, and God bless you all.